everyone, and welcome to Sponge Cuisine. My name is Harper, if did not know, and today I am going to be taste testing and reviewing Crav'n's. I'm going to call it Cravings because I feel like, I don't know, I don't like it when, like, you know, brands do this because it confuses my dyslexic brain, but more or less, Crav'n's cheese stuffed crust pepperoni pizza. And as usual for these taste tests, review videos, I am going to see how the process is making these, see how well the end product gets to the highly stylized, marketed, promotional picture. You know, how cute does it look more or less. And then finally, of course, most importantly, does it taste good and is it worth your money according to moi? With that being said, let's see what it looks like and get it ready to cook. Here is the stated pizza we will be, you know, reviewing today. I just woke up, like usual for these videos, so if I start talking more nonsense than usual, you will know why. But we're going to just try to open it up. Okay, there we go. And then, so here's the pizza. It is quite smaller than the box, which is a nice sense of marketing that the people did where they made the box huge so you thought that you'd be getting a huge pizza, but actually didn't really. I have some strong opinions about how companies, you know, trick the customers and thinking that they'll be buying something way bigger than they actually are. Same for potato chips, same for this, same for that. There we go. So I'm going to actually rearrange the pepperoni slices so they actually kind of, you know, are not all clumped up in one area. They're kind of, I don't know how you describe it, equal around the pizza. So this is gonna take quite a couple of seconds. With that being said, the pizza looks like this. So it says you have to put it in a pan. So I'm gonna grab that real quickly. Okay, so beforehand, when I grabbed this pan, I was worried that it would actually be, I should say pan, it's more of a baking sheet. It is baking sheet actually. I think it is. But more or less, I don't know the breeds of pans. Isn't it a baking sheet?
Yeah, it's definitely a baking sheet.
Aha, look at that. I am right. Okay, so more or less, I was before worried that it would be a little bit like, you know, too big or, you know, sorry, too small. But then we realized that the pizza, the box lied to us, so we are okay. So I'm just going to place the, oh, it is still too big. Oh, that's depressing. We don't have a bigger pan. Oh, it does work! Oh, I'm stupid.
No, you're not.
This is literally, I was like, I'm gonna have something cute. Oh my gosh, it fits perfectly. Oh my gosh. I feel very dumb right now. My mom, like usual, coming to the rescue. If you cannot tell already, this is a pizza. It's not that hard or different or weird. I know I'm not like eating something like totally different or weird or like unique or exotic or whatever. To me, this is mostly just me wanting to experience a cheese stuffed pizza because I've never actually had a cheese stuffed pizza before. Some people call it being healthy, other people call it being sheltered. You can decide, but more or less, I'm going to just like set this aside, and then the next clip you're gonna see is it being cooked, so yeah. So here we go. It's a little bit sticky on the bottom, so I'm just trying to get it out without breaking anything. I personally let pizzas cool off on wire racks. I feel like it gives enough circulation at the bottom so it doesn't get too soggy, and it also just cools it down, quote unquote, faster in my opinion. I'm not sure if that's true or not. I did not do very well in science class, if you could not tell. But more or less, we have the pizza. Honestly, it does not look that bad. Just a minute, I'm going to grab the box. When it comes to, you know, does it look like the manufactured, perfectly pictured, marketing ploy, promo picture, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't look that bad. You know, pizzas usually, the expectations are very, very close, if not perfect, to the reality. But what I want to know is that if this part with the whole, you know, cheese stuffing perfectly in, blah, 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 is that actually true? But I don't want to, you know, burn my mouth off. So I'm gonna let this cool off, you know, sit around for a couple of minutes. So we're just going to take the pizza off, toss the rack somewhere else. Ow, they are still hot and I'm burning my fingers. Ow, 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 ow. Cut it in half. And then bread. Let's see if there is any cheese pull at all. There is not, but there is, I'm not sure if you can see that or not, but there is a little bit. Actually, can you see that or not? I don't think you can. There we go. There is a little bit of cheese sticking out, you know, just a little bit. When you look inside, there's not a lot, but it is there. You know, they didn't shortchange you that much. But with that being said, let's see how this actually tastes. Okay, so I'm going to take, let's see, let's have the piece actually I picked up before. Here we go. And let's see how it is. So I've had a little bit of the pizza, so let's talk about what I think of it. Number one, this pizza was incredibly disappointing, but I shouldn't have been surprised. Literally none of the ingredients did anything. They were all cheapy and below average and not very good. You know, the pepperoni was cheap. It wasn't crisp. It didn't have, you know, any like tang or bite. It just was like there. It didn't even taste like anything. Same with the cheese, same with the sauce, same with the crust. The crust was incredibly just kind of doughy and a little gummy. And this pizza is completely cooked, you know, it's not raw in any way. So the fact that it's not crisp or like there's nothing there is incredibly worrying. I have a feeling if I put this on the pizza stone, it would have been a little bit better. But I can say as much as I can about, you know, how I can make it better, but on the face of it, you know, with pizzas like this, you want to put them in the oven and you probably are going to get a bad pizza, but you hope that it's going to be good. And to me, I had a lot of hopes for this, and so I'm not going to like, you know, give this any, you know, oh, well, if I had done something, no, it should have been a good pizza by itself. Again, it is a cheap price, so the fact that it has cheap cheese and cheap pepperoni and cheap sauce and cheap dough should not be surprising to me, but I'm still gonna be sad, you know? I'm just gonna be mad that like I paid, you know, a good like, not $10, but a good amount of money for, you know, something, and it did not even get close to what I had at least hoped it would when it comes to like my averages of, you know, the bare minimum. It barely hits the bare minimum. At the face of it, I think what I'm so mad about is the fact that when I ate this, I didn't taste anything. It was literally tasteless. Like, not really, but like there was no distinctive good flavors, you know? The cheese was bland, the pepperoni was bland, the sauce was bland. Everything just tasted bland. When it comes to like pizza, there should be some flavor, there should be some enjoyment. I usually really like pizza because I can get enjoyment out of it. There is no enjoyment out of this pizza. As a whole, it did satisfy me in the way that it filled me up, and I'm now full. And I will be full for the next few hours until dinner time or whatever. I shouldn't be surprised because this is like, you know, a cheapy pizza, and I'm reviewing this like it's gonna be a gourmet dish from like, I don't know, say a really, really good pizza place, and it's not, and that makes me kind of sad. I also think that like, you know, you can find cheaper pizzas like at, you know, let's say Domino's. It'll taste better and it'll probably be the same price, if not cheaper. So with that being said, I think when it comes to my review, 1 out of 10, 1 being it's so disgusting I can't even finish it, 10, it blew me away. It was actually really good. It was even better than I thought it was, and honestly this is an amazing dish and I would have it again and again and again. I'm gonna give it a solid 4. It is below average, and I think with all of my ranting and all that, you know, stepping aside, when I say it's a solid 4, you would think that I would be giving this, you know, a 1 or a 2 or whatever, but off the face of it, you're paying for a cheap pizza and you're getting a cheap pizza. And it's my fault in a way that I was, you know, reviewing it anything but that. So I'm gonna give it a 4. It was below average, but it did the job done. With that being said, I'm also kind of feeling a little sick in my stomach. So I might bump this down to a 1 if this gives me really, really bad indigestion issues. But with that being said, that is really all for today. So of course, if you like this review, click that like. If you want to see more from what, just subscribe. So I hope you guys have an amazing day. I will see you next time, and as usual, goodbye.